Welcome to Kanji True Crime, the only documentary series that investigates the dark, twisted origins of the characters you thought you knew. Today, we're putting the kanji for danger, abunai, under the microscope. You've probably seen this character on construction signs or poorly translated warning labels. But JLPT textbooks won't tell you the whole truth. This isn't just a random assortment of strokes. It's a terrifying crime scene frozen in ink. Grab your detective hats. Let's look at the evidence.
So why exactly does this specific arrangement of lines scream danger? To the untrained eye, it might just look like a poorly stacked game of Jenga. But if we break it down into its three anatomical components, the top, the middle, and the bottom, a very grim narrative begins to unfold. We have an active participant, a rather unforgiving geographical feature, and a victim. Or wait, are they the same person? Let's dissect this three-part tragedy waiting to happen.
Exhibit A, the top component. Meet our daredevil. Notice the posture. This isn't someone casually enjoying a scenic view. This is a guy leaning way too far over the edge, probably thinking, hey, hold my sake and watch this. In ancient Chinese oracle bone script, this represents a person behaving recklessly. It's the universal human instinct to poke the bear, or in this case, to play a high-stakes game of peekaboo with the abyss. Exhibit B, the middle component. This radical is known as Han, representing a steep, jagged cliff. Now, a cliff by itself isn't inherently evil, it's just geology. But in the world of kanji storytelling, a cliff is nature's grand stage for disaster. It's the dramatic drop-off that turns a simple mistake into a fatal error. Because, let's face it, every good tragedy absolutely requires a dramatic change in elevation.
Put them together, and what do you get? A guy literally living on the edge. This is the visual embodiment of poor life choices. You can almost feel the anxiety radiating from the strokes. He is one strong gust of wind or one momentary lapse in judgment away from becoming a cautionary tale. It's a suspense thriller playing out on a two-dimensional plane. Will he step back? Spoiler alert, it's the kanji for danger, so probably not.
Now for Exhibit C, the bottom component. Here we have a person kneeling. At first glance, you might think, oh, how polite. Are they praying? Meditating? No. Context is everything. When placed at the bottom of a cliff, right below our daredevil friend, this kneeling figure takes on a much darker meaning. They aren't doing yoga. They are in a state of absolute, abject submission. But why are they kneeling? The plot thickens.
Wait, look closer at those knees. Snap. That's the sound of ancient reality hitting hard. Some etymologists suggest that this isn't just a person kneeling. It's a person whose legs have buckled under extreme physical trauma. Yes, we are talking about broken bones. It turns out falling off a cliff has severe orthopedic consequences. Suddenly, that boring JLPT Kagileme list just got a lot more graphic, didn't it?
This brings us to a terrifying philosophical debate among kanji scholars. Are we looking at two different people? Perhaps a reckless victim and a grieving survivor? Or worse, is the top guy pushing the bottom guy? But the most chilling theory is that this is just one person, one incredibly unlucky guy, experiencing a very bad day, captured in two distinct states of being, a quantum superposition of stupidity and consequence.
Consider what I like to call the animation theory. This kanji isn't just a static picture, it's ancient GIF art. Frame 1, the daredevil is up there, defying gravity, feeling like the king of the world. Frame 2, he is down there, abruptly reunited with the earth. The character is essentially a two-frame movie, detailing the exact moment ambition exceeds capability. It's a chronological map of a disaster.
Because if there's one law that supersedes kanji strokes, it's gravity. Gravity remains undefeated. The character perfectly captures the trajectory of a fall. The daredevil slipped off the ledge and nature took its course. As the old saying goes, it's not the fall that kills you, it's the sudden, aggressive deceleration at the bottom.
This kanji is physics and anatomy rolled into one painful lesson. Think of it as the ultimate before and after photo. 12 p.m., full of hubris, leaning over the precipice. 12:01 p.m., broken into pieces at the bottom of the ravine. Time flies when you're plummeting at terminal velocity. The top half is the action, the bottom half is the consequence. It's a brutal reminder that the universe has a very strict zero-tolerance policy for showing off near large drops. Some historians take an even darker view. They suggest the bottom of the cliff represents a literal execution ground, a place where criminals were tossed or where bones piled up. Talk about a toxic environment. Suddenly, danger doesn't just mean be careful. It means you are standing in a historically lethal drop zone. That certainly puts your upcoming Japanese exam into perspective, doesn't it? Let's go back to that kneeling figure. Even if their legs aren't physically broken, they are emotionally shattered. This posture represents pure, unadulterated terror. They are paralyzed by fear, reduced to a cowering mass. It's the posture of someone who has just realized they've made a catastrophic error and is completely powerless to stop the impending doom. It's existential dread, captured in a few brushstrokes. In ancient times, people believed that fear wasn't processed in the brain, it was felt in the knees. You know the feeling, weak knees, heavy spaghetti, that sudden loss of structural integrity when you look down from a high place. This character perfectly illustrates that biological reality. The danger up top directly causes the physical collapse at the bottom. The knees always know before the brain does. So how do you burn this into your brain for the JLPT? Try this modern memory hack. Picture a guy attempting to base jump off a skyscraper, but halfway through, he realizes he forgot to pack his parachute. The top is him jumping. The cliff is the building. The bottom is, well, the inevitable conclusion. It's a bit macabre, sure, but I guarantee you'll never forget how to write it now. You're welcome. If this kanji had a motto, it would be rule number 1 of the Danger Club. Do not look down. Seriously, just don't do it. The entire character is a structural warning against vertical curiosity. It's telling you that whatever is down there is not worth the risk of joining it. Keep your eyes on the horizon, stay away from the edge, and maybe study safely from the comfort of your couch. Now for the practical application. When do you use this? Read it as abunai. It's the word you yell when someone is about to step on a Lego barefoot or walk into traffic while looking at their phone. It's the universal Japanese safe word for stop doing the stupid thing you are currently doing. Abunai. Say it with conviction, because lives, or at least toes, depend on it. It also stars in compound words like kiken, hazard, danger, risk. Think of it like eating discount sushi from a gas station. That is kiken. Or trying to pet a wild bear because it looked friendly. Kiken. Whenever you see this character combined with another, just know that the situation has escalated from a bad idea to a statistically probable disaster. Let's review the math. A reckless person, plus a steep cliff, plus a pair of shattered kneeling legs equals danger. The arithmetic is absolutely brutal, but as a mnemonic device, it is incredibly effective. Forget flashcards. You now have a tiny, terrifying screenplay living in your head. Every time you see this kanji, you'll hear the wind whistling past the cliff and the snap of those poor knees.
And there you have it. You are now equipped to survive your JLPT exam like you'd survive this very cliff, by knowing exactly what not to do. If you enjoyed this twisted journey into the dark origins of Japanese characters, hit that subscribe button. We have plenty more kanji true crime to uncover. Stay safe, stay away from cliffs, and class is officially dismissed.